Hello and welcome to Longship Gaming. Today we're playing some Earthborne Rangers. It's day 4. I haven't done one of these videos in a little while. Things just got kind of busy over the holidays, so time got away from me. But we're back at it. We're back with the explorations of Manix, the undaunted seeker, throughout the valley. Doing good deeds, taking on missions, exploring this beautiful valley that we call our home. Just to set where we left off from last time, find my map. We had been over here at the Golden Shore, but through one of the cards we had to find a hidden path, we were able to travel 2 distances all the way over here to the Fractured Wall, which is considered to be a significant location. And I thought, well, let's do some exploring. So that's where we're actually starting. So we have Mountain Pass and Fractured Wall as our path deck over here. But time has moved on, and we have, on our day 4 here, we've got an entry of 1.04. And now there's a downpour, so it's raining really hard. We had some days of perfect, lovely weather to travel around. We're not so lucky anymore. So first thing we need to do, of course, is to read the entry for 1.04. All right. You wake up in the morning to a dark sky thick with clouds. Rain is falling on the head of the valley in thick sheets, and the creek near your camp is spilled over its banks. Before you finish packing, a familiar figure approaches your camp. It's Cal Iver. Make haste, he calls. Areas southeast of Lone Tree are flooding. It was that ridiculous shaper come to water the hanging gardens and instead create an entire storm front. Elder Thrush is sending teams across the upper valley to rescue and relief efforts. You must go to White Sky, Kobo's Market, and to the Golden Shore, if you can get there in time. Make sure everyone is safe, then provide whatever aid you can. This could have been avoided, Cal says, mostly to himself. He looks down the trail in the direction of Lone Tree, then back to you. I would accompany you, but Calypsa and I have been tasked with finding Ale. Maybe he can fix this mess he's created and put a stop to this rain. You're on your own. Good luck. You're going to need it. As if on cue, a peal of thunder rattles the air. So we gain the Rising Waters mission. We'll have to move fast to beat the waters. So record 94.2 2 days from now on the campaign tracker. At the start of that day, read the journal entry. Okay, so this will be entry number 6. I don't have a pencil near me. I'll just have to remember to add that. So we have 2 days to complete this mission, I'm assuming, before things go very wrong. So, rising waters. Torrential rains are causing floods. So we have White Sky, Kobo's Market, Golden Shore. Use 1.05 instead of the normal entries for these locations. When a card with a flood attached is cleared, place 1 progress on this mission and shuffle the flood into the path deck. Okay. Have 3 progress on this mission. Read this entry. Okay. So we have a second mission. Let's just move these over. So we had one that was ongoing. It was Lure for a giant lynx named Quiet. We're 1 prey animal away from being able to actually trigger that from happening. So we'll see what happens. So next up, of course, we have our setup. We are at the Fractured Wall, which is number 7. So we'll read that, and then we'll try and figure out what we need to do to accomplish this other mission in a timely manner. Okay. The Fractured Wall is all that remains of a dam that once held back the waters of a wide and deep lake. Long ago, the dam failed, unleashing a terrible flood that tore through the valley, depositing the ruin of its passage on the alluvial plain north of Tumbledown. Many believe this flood is responsible for the destruction of the Estian civilization. Huh. Okay, so for our arrival, we search the path deck for an obstacle and put it into play. So we just go off the top until we find an obstacle. Nope, that's an Aatrox, another Aatrox, Meadowlarks, fractal wire. Wow, it's fractal wire. Feature, hazard, flora, obstacle. Comes in right in our way, or within reach. Focus plus conflict, I believe. Break 2, the bladed coils to add 1 harm to this feature for a 2 effort. If you fail, suffer 1 injury. So it looks like you want to smash this stuff rather than trying to progress past it, because it has a progress of 6 and a threshold of 2. This stuff's nasty. Okay. So that's all up in our business. So the fractured wall itself, location, pivotal, ruin, water, ascent. Focus plus traversal, chart 4, a course up the sundered ruin to move your ranger token to this location. You may discard up to 2 progress from this location to commit an equal amount of effort. Okay. Kind of. Oh, okay. So does this mean we have to climb up this thing in order to get out? I'm guessing that's the case, because we want to move on. We can't really spend a lot of time just mucking around here. Okay. So we got to figure out our next path then. So we need to go to White Sky, Kobo's Market, and the Golden Shore. Golden Shore is 2 away. Going around this way doesn't do us any good. But Kobo's Market's all the way down here. Oh, no. Okay. How do we want to do this? That's a lot of backtracking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think there's any other faster way to do it. 1, 2. Yeah, we have to go. I think we have to go back to Golden Shore first, then come back around to White Sky, and then down to Kobo's Market. That's the shortest path, which is still 6. Huh. And if we have to do this in 2 days, we need to get moving as quickly as possible and do 2 of these locations in 1 day. Whoa, boy. That's going to be tough. Guess, see, this is the first time we played this campaign, having to figure out where to go. Oh, we put ourselves in a bad position. So we're like, hey, let's explore. That's going to be a lot of fun. We could have just been at the Golden Shore and only had to do 1, 2, 3, 4 to do it in 2 days. But we've given ourselves 50% more difficulty. Well, it's a good thing that we're really good at dealing with obstacles. Okay. So I guess that's what we have to do is we're going to go back to the Golden Shore first. But of course, start of the turn, so we have to draw a path card. Circling Iryx. Persistent. Being Predator Avian. Starts out along the way. Can try and scare it away. And it's always going to be there. So we're stuck on the fractal wire, and we've got this four-winged vulture thing hanging over us. Okay. So, yeah. So this is charting the path. Chart of 4, difficulty 2. Okay. Good thing we have a lot of focus, and our traversal is generally really good. So, let's see what we have to start with here. Okay. So our opening hand, we have Artel's Vaulting Rod, which is really good to exhaust obstacles, which is a thing that we want to do. Calming Presence, so that turns off the Iryx. Riri, which is great because that allows us to survey scout cards, or path cards. Deeper Understanding, Familiar Ground, and Inventive. Wow, Inventive's really good. I think I'm gonna keep that opening hand. Well, I would have had to choose earlier, so I kept it. So okay. So I think what we're gonna do first of all. So this is not a trail. No. Okay. It's persistent. So if we move, that Iryx is just gonna keep hanging on with us. Okay. So we're gonna put out Riri. Whoop, that's not Riri. So we have our hawk. It's within reach. We're going to use Artel's Rod, or put out Artel's Rod. So it takes up 3 of our slots. We're going to put Calming Presence onto the Iryx, so it's no longer a predator. We could do a survey, but we want to get up to that wall as soon as possible, because I think then that allows us oh, I have 2 counters on my fishing rod. Or vaulting rod, sorry. Vaulting and fishing. Okay. Focus plus traversal. I have a focus of 3, which is really good. A course up the sundered ruin to move to this location. You may discard up to 2 progress from this location to commit an equal amount of effort. So you can put progress onto this. Oh, I get it. Okay. Or, oh boy. Or just try and do a chart 4. Huh. I mean, I've got 3 innately, and I have 1 card here I can use to make it a 4. So if I make it a 4, then I just make it. Then I can travel. I mean, I don't see any downside from getting out of here like right away. Maybe I shouldn't have played. No, I think playing at Riri was a good idea regardless. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to commit 1 and our 3. So as long as we don't get a -1, we just scamper up there. And we're going to be able to exhaust this obstacle and dodge the Irix so we don't suffer any fatigue. Okay, well, here we go. +1, awesome. Okay, so we'll have to make sure we do this, and then we dodge. So we dodge the obstacle so we can go and deal with that. So we vaulted over the fractal wire. Went, hey, Irix, calm down. We're not very tasty. You're not a predator to us. And then dodged its yeah, we dodge it, then you don't get exhausted. And then we were able to put our counter up there. Wow, that went, okay. That was unreasonably good for us. Oh, I keep throwing away my tokens when I shouldn't. There we go. Okay. So, it was this symbol. So we have nothing, nothing. If there are 2 active predators, there are not. If this being is within reach, it is not. And you have 3 more fatigue, it is not. Nothing happens here. Okay. So yeah, we're going to rest. So everything turns up. We regain all our energy. We're going to draw a card. 2 inventives. Okay, sure. And then we... Oh, no, we travel before we refresh. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think we've done this right. Okay. So we travel first, then we refresh. So I've already done the refresh part. That's fine. So traveling. So our first stop then is going to have to be Mount Nim. Mountain Pass, and it's not a pivotal location. So we'll be right back. We'll set up the deck and progress on our way. All right, we've we've done our traveling to Mount Nim, and as you can see, there's a large predator that has decided to visit and stick its tail in the way. All right, so we've arrived at Mount Nim. So this is 13. Okay. Climbing the spurs of Mount Nim is tiring work. A brisk wind chills your skin. As you approach the summit, you look out and see almost the entirety of the valley stretching to the south. White Sky Lake glimmers below. Then, following the thread of the Silverfin River, you can spot the thin, gleaming spike of spire in the distance. Beyond, you imagine you can see the mouth of the valley, where the ground drops away into the emerald expanse of the Verdessa below. Okay, part of the setup. We draw 2 path cards. Choose one to put into play and discard the other. If one of the cards has ambush, you must choose that card. Okay, draw 2. So being predator mammal has ambush. That's right up in our face immediately. So we don't have a choice about that one. If one of those cards has ambush. The other one is Shale Scree. Okay, so we're going to just discard that one, I guess, because this one we had to put into play no matter what we did. Okay. Mount Nim, location, mountain ascent. So focus plus traverse, overlook 3. The surrounding valley. To choose a nearby location, attach 1 card from that location set face down to this location. Okay. Attach. Oh, interesting. After you travel, if you travel to that location, put the attached card into play, otherwise return it to the collection. Huh. So you can go up there, have a look, and then pick and choose what you encounter. Oh, that's pretty wild. Okay. So you have a little scout. You go, hey, say you want to talk to somebody. Hey, there's so-and-so. Let's go talk to them. Of course, it has to be a nearby location, right? And the only nearby one, well, interestingly, White Sky and Fractured Wall. I don't know if there's anything necessarily we want to see at Golden Shore. Or even if we want to do that, to go to the overlook rather than just getting our 4 traversal onto that. Huh. But of course we have this pouncing Aatrox. Oh, ambush does something to us too. I forgot. Ambush may actually immediately fatigue us. Keywords. Ambush. Yes, it fatigues, so we lose a card. I'm just going to put our fatigue ones up here, just a little more visible. Okay, well, that's a problem. So the Aatrox has a 4 harm, a 6 progress. If there's another active predator, the Aatrox pounces. Add 2 to that predator and 1 to this being. Well, okay, so the circling iris is still with us. Because it came with us. A non-predator, which is pretty funny. So making it not a predator now turns off the pouncing Aatrox's ability. Okay, that's a problem. We need 4 progress. Okay. What do we have here? Deeper understanding, choose a being. Move progress from the chosen being to each other card in play. And we don't have any tests for reason in this area. We have no obstacles to vault. We can dodge one card. We don't have any traverse. The overlook doesn't help us in this particular case. Oh, we forgot to add, oh, it's the start of the turn, so we have to add another path card. Agitated meadowlarks, being prey avian. So we can listen to them. Listen for the meadowlark song of warning to move your ranger token to this being. After a being moves or enters play within reach, you may move your ranger token from this prey to exhaust that being. Oh. Huh. Okay. So we could move to here and then try to do the traversal and hope for a good number. Meaning that allows us to avoid the Aatrox, because it's not between us and them, and only have to exhaust the Irix. Okay. I think that works. First thing we're going to do is exhaust Riri to do a harm to the Aatrox. So then we're going to listen to the meadowlarks. And we're going to commit our one spirit to that. So we're at a 2, so as long as we don't get a -1. No, that's fine. -1 is perfectly fine. We still pass it. So we move to here. Okay. So that's going to trigger mountain. Nothing. Add 1 token to the weather. Okay. So the downpour just intensifies. Mountain, nothing, nothing, nothing. If there's an active predator, exhaust it. And add harm equal to the presence. Okay. So, oh, alright. That worked out in a strange kind of way. So we're not there anymore because the Aatrox ate the meadowlarks. Okay. So I guess all we can really do is try and make progress. Oh, it's focus plus traverse. Oh, no, it is. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So it's fitness. I have no traversal going on. I'm going to dodge the Irix. So, hey, you never know. We could get a +2 on our fitness. We got a -1. Oh well. So, 1 goes on there. Oh no, we didn't even meet the threshold, so we don't put anything on it. We need to get a 2. We got a 1. Oh, that sucks. Kind of a waste. And emblem goes off. 2 or more active predators, not a predator. If this being is within reach, no. This is exhausted. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. I have to rest. Okay. Well, that wasn't great. Nothing readies. We draw a card. Walk with me. Huh, okay. So now I have to draw a new path card. It's the agitated metal arcs again. Hey guys. Yeah, I guess we're going to do that again. And commit spirit to listen. So anything but a -2, -1, that's fine. So we move to here. But I think the same bad thing is about to happen. Well, sort of bad thing. So mountain, add 1 token to the weather. This is just never going to go away. If there's an active predator, there is. Exhaust it. Metal arcs get eaten again. So we're back to where we were, but the Aatrox is now exhausted. And we can try once again anything but, well, we need anything but a, well, we don't want any minuses on our fitness. A 0. Okay. So we make the threshold, but we don't pass it. And now we have, oh yeah, we're going to do this to ignore the Irex. Emblem, no 2 predators, not within reach, exhausted. Okay. And we're going to have to rest again. Oh, we're going to have redo some damage to the Aatrox to continue to harry it. Okay. Familiar ground. There's no flora. Okay, but we do have some extra traversal, so that's good. Next encounter card, our path card. Oh, okay, so fractal wire. So that's okay for us since we have our vaulting rod. We can ignore the obstacle to be able to move, but then we are going to run out of, we will have broken our vaulting rod. But it did what it needed to do. Okay. So, all of the metal arcs have been eaten. So we're going to exhaust that. We lose our vaulting rod. We will, while we can, do a damage to the Aatrox. We are going to take some fatigue here. We're going to dodge. I guess we're just going to dodge the Aatrox. Oh, that is, it just dodges. It doesn't exhaust it. That's right. So we're going to ignore the Aatrox, and we're going to go for traversal and use our familiar ground to do it. There is flora, but there's no. Oh, hold on. Hold on. No, this is faster. This isn't, hold on. That's not a trail though, is it? Not a trail. So we can't use its ability. It's a familiar ground. So we do have to do this and commit. Grand total of 3. So not a -2. -1. So we still pass it. put the 2 on it, so now we're ready to travel. Because we have dodged that obstacle. Okay. Or, hold on. Exhaust, sorry. We have to exhaust it. Okay, good. So it's not a problem. We can now actually travel. But of course, that's yet another wow. Just been emblems and mountains. No sun. Okay. Is there anything else we want to do? No. So we travel first. Yes, and then we rest. Okay. So we're going to travel now to back to the broken shore, or the golden shore, sorry. So we need Riverside, or whatever it's called, what is it? Lakeshore. Lakeshore and Golden Shore. So we'll be right back. We still have this IREX circling around. Oh yeah, we took 2 fatigue. Because the IREX. Nothing we could do about that. Okay. Well, our vaulting pole really did great things for us, I will say. We'll be right back. Okay, we have traveled back to the Golden Shore. So we have Lakeshore and Golden Shore. So a number of things are going to happen because I realized that the metal arcs that got chomped on by the Aatrox, those were cleared and became basically lures for finding quiet. So we have arrived at a new location, and this is going to trigger as well. So let's, first of all, we have to read an entry here. So Golden Shore. Tributary streams north of the shoreline have begun to spill their banks, becoming a boiling sluice of brown water among the pines. If the water isn't redirected, it could wash out long stretches of the shoreline and carry away dozens or even hundreds of trees. Divert the flood by clearing beings and features while they have a flood card attached. After setup, perform the following based on how many days have passed since starting the mission. 0. Search the general set for 2 flood cards. Shuffle them into the path deck. Okay. So we got to go into general, which is not something we actually have had to do much. What is general? No, that's the valley. General. Okay, let's find our 2 flood cards. Alright, so this is going to get complicated, to say the least. Floods. Okay, there's 2 floods. Man. This is not the nice, peaceful area that we've dealt with previously. Okay, so 2 flood cards get shuffled in. So what do we have to do? When a card with a flood attached is cleared, place 1 progress on this mission and shuffle the flood into the path deck. If we have 3 on it, then read that. Okay. This is going to be pretty wild. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Okay. So, not only that, there are 5 or more Have we bitten off more than we can chew? We didn't know that was going to happen. We didn't know this emergency was going to occur at the same time that we're dealing with this issue. Okay. All right. It took some time finding enough bait and even longer to get close to one of her hunting grounds. She's nowhere to be seen. But you don't have any interest in using yourself as bait. Instead, you release the prey animals and observe from a distance. You wait for hours before you spot movement. Oh, in the rain? Okay. You hold your breath as a sleek, shadowy form of the largest bearded lynx you've ever seen slips out of the underbrush. With quiet right before you, you have a choice. You can try to understand and perhaps even befriend the lynx, as Now would want, or you can try to kill her and ensure the valley's safety, as Cordo would want. So flip the lure quiet card over to its confront side. But don't change your mission log. If you don't complete the confrontation today, you'll have to track her down again. Okay. Put quiet into play within reach of the ranger of your choice. Do not read her entry. Return all set-aside prey to the collection. Then, if you've understood the mulcher... I have not understood the mulcher. Okay. So, this is flipping over to confront. Quiet, being predator mammal, it's a 5 and a 5. It ambushes, so it immediately we are fatigued. Oof. That's a tough one. These are all going to go back into the box finally. Okay. So confront, clear, or yeah. Okay. So we have a lot to do. Oh, and then we arrived, so we have to get a encounter card. Flood. Okay. When this, and it's along the way, when this card enters play, or its attached card leaves play, attach it to the feature or being with the highest presence that doesn't already have a flood attached. Move that card along the way. Okay. When this card enters play, or its attached card leaves play, attach it to the feature or being with the highest presence that doesn't already have a flood attached. Okay, so the Irex. Okay. So we have to deal with the Irex? Woof. Okay. So we have to clear the Irex. Okay. So we traveled. Now we rest. Or refresh, I should say. Well, we rested, now we're refreshing. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Draw a card. Persuasive. That's conflict. Oh my goodness. We may have to use something we've never used, and that's remember. Because we have so many focus cards to be able to draw more stuff. Because right now, we've got nothing in hand that we can really deal with. We don't even want to contemplate. Would be great because we could get some cards out of our fatigue, but connect. There's no way we're passing a connect test. Okay. Wow, we can get a lot of cards in hand using Inventive and Remember. Wow, it's interesting. I'd never actually used this ability before. Oh, we only draw one, though. Scout them, then draw. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. I have to look up Scout again. Give me a moment. It's been a while. To scout. When you start to scout a deck, you look at the number of cards specified, then place any number of those at the top or bottom. Oh, okay. So I want to draw as many as I can. I don't think using these will be of any use. If I just remember 3 times, I scout, I just draw 3 cards. Oh no, I scout, then draw. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to do that 3 times in a row. So I scout 1, Leaf in the Breeze. Okay. Well, I'm not looking to traverse right now. I have to deal with the Irix. So that's going at the bottom. And we're drawing a card. So we have our field journal. Okay. We're going to do it again. Bold. Again, nothing we need to traverse. So we'll draw. Homeward Bound. And then lastly, Hidden Trail, which is again a thing that we're not going to do. Persuasive. Okay. So this is where we have difficulty because we need to connect. And it's hard to connect to something that has 7 progress that's been following us around. Okay. We have no choice, really. No, we're not gonna do that. We can't field manual right now. Yeah. We just have to fully commit to what we're doing here. So we're going to use our spirit. So our effort is 3. Our threshold is 2. We don't want to scare it away. Okay, so luckily we committed 3, so we still pass it. And we put 2 on it. But that's it. Okay, sun goes off, so discard 1 rain from here. Okay. So it goes down to a 5. We suffer 1 fatigue. If the predator has 2 or more, no, it does not. Oh, we did this to dodge quiet. If this being is along the way, move it within reach. And it fatigues us. Okay, alright. Maybe it's a good thing we didn't use Riri on quiet then. Add a flood token to the attached card. What does that mean? I'm not sure what. Add a flood token. Oh, okay. I guess we just use the generic tokens for this. Okay. We got fatigued. I don't know if we did that. Did we do that? I feel like... No, I didn't. So we got moved along and we got fatigued by it. And quiet, if there's another active predator, there is not, because it is not. Okay, so... Exhausting won't do anything. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have Riri do a damage. Do a harm to this. Man, I really regret turning off Predator for this thing. Okay. I think that's all I can do. Things are... I don't know. So I'm going to have to rest. Draw a card. Orland Thumper. Oh, okay. That's probably going to be useful for us. Okay. Because we can... We can hit it. Okay. Latrinal Holt. So Latrinal, we see in the distance the Latrinals. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're going to play out the Thumper, which will have 3 on it. We need to draw more again. So we're just going to do that with our focus abilities to remember. So, deeper understanding. Okay, that can stay on top and come into our hand. Hidden Trail, we don't need. Draw. Oh, it's our other Artel rod. It's good. Lastly, Walk with Me. Okay. That's a Relate, which we can use on Quiet. Okay, so we'll keep that one. So we're gonna have. What do you want to do here? Okay, hold on. It would be great to move that to there, but we're not traversing. There's no obstacles. We don't have the energy to do a deeper understanding. Okay. So we're going to have Riri do a damage to the Irix. We're going to use our Thumper. It's a good thing, I guess, that it came into range. We're going to use our other Fitness and our 2 conflict cards, which we had not yet used. So we're committing 3, strike 2. Okay, so that's our threshold is 2. So as long as we don't get a -2, we win this conflict. Okay. So we got a +1. Okay, cool. So we do harm to it and it exhausts it, but that's enough to finally get rid of it. So the being doesn't live here and is just gone. It's not part of this deck. When this card enters play or its attached card leaves play, attach it to the feature being with the highest presence. Doesn't already have Flood attached. Okay, so now we have to deal with Quiet, because this thing just keeps moving around. Oh, this is tough to deal with. Okay. So it has the highest presence. So now oh my goodness. We're going to be really lucky. So we're running out of cards. We're going to be really lucky if we're able to deal with this. But we have to make a connection. So we're going to commit these 2 plus the 1. So we're at so we just hopefully get a 0. Oh, we had to we forgot to go through the rest of this. An emblem. We suffer an injury. Ouch. That's not good. If the number of flood cards on the attached card is greater than its presence, discard it. And then we suffer 3 fatigue. Yeah, it ain't going away. Okay. So, we're committing 3. Oh, this has to get reshuffled from the last test. I don't know. I think... I think we got some real problems going on here. How are we going to get out of this mess? Okay. So we're committing 3. Anything other than a -1 for our spirit. Okay, good. All right. We had nominal success. So we can put 3 progress. On quiet. That's all right. So, discard 1 rain. We suffer fatigue. Oh boy. If the predator has 2 or more progress, resolve its emblem effect. Oh. And it does. So its emblem effect is we suffer an injury. Oh my goodness, how many? I don't know how many of these we can take. This is really bad. I think it's like 3 strikes and you're out, right? There is no other active predator. And then we put a flood token on the card. Oh my. This is not great. Yeah, so let's look up injuries because 23. Oh, injuries represent a significant danger. If a game effect injures your ranger, place a harm token on your roll card and discard all the cards in your fatigue stack. Oh no. For each injury you've suffered, you suffer 1 fatigue when you rest each round. When you are instructed to heal an injury and remove 1 harm, after your ranger suffers a 3rd injury, you must end the day. And add 1 lingering injury to your... Oh no. Oh no. We're not doing great. This is bad. Okay. Youch. Yeah, we just had some really bad timing with the storm and also triggering quiet at the same time. Oh, okay. So we're gonna rest. We fatigue 2 cards. We draw a card. Leaf in the Breeze. We get a path card. Tributary stream. Okay. I'm not really worried about these things. Soothe fatigue equal to effort. Oh. we need to get quiet under control. Okay. Oh, we gotta get our stuff back here. We only have 2 more. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, our focus doesn't do anything for us. Yeah, we have to do something to get to calm down quiet this turn, or we're just done. Okay. So we need to remember, I mean, any cards are good. Bold, that's a traversal. We don't really care. We only have 3 cards left. Oh no. 2? And they're all traversal cards. Wow. We don't dare do that again. Okay. We need to get cards back from fatigue. I think we're just not gonna do this. I mean, oh boy. Like, there's no way we're at. If we got the +2, but there's only 1 +2 for spirit, we have no hope of calming quiet down. So we have to give it a whack. Then we can try and soak in the tributary stream to get cards back from here. Okay, well, we have to commit. We have to use our thumping staff. Our thumping staff. And we're going to add one additional. So that's 2. Is there anything else we need our fitness for to traverse? Not really. All these other cards just are bad. Okay. Anything other than the -2? Okay. So we do 1 harm. Which is going to discard 1 progress, which is unfortunate, but it does exhaust it, which is good. We'll do another damage. So since it's exhausted, but the flood, I don't know if this exhausts along with the being that it's connected to. I have a feeling it doesn't. So we're gonna have to dodge that card to try and do a soak. And hope for a +1. Oh, we do emblem. That doesn't, greater than its presence. No, okay. That's fine. So we're going to commit 1 to try and do a soak. So hopefully we get a +1, because nothing else we can do. No. +1, okay. So, got 2 back, okay. I don't know if this helps us. I have a feeling it doesn't. Okay. Emblem goes off, nothing. Oh. So all we can really do? No, we don't have the spirit to connect to it anymore. We're going to draw 1 card. And then we're boned. We're so heavy on traversal. And I think even our last card is a traversal card. Putting out either one of these is no good because I need the conflict. Oh, when we rest, we just lose anyway because this just goes right into fatigue. Oh, wow. That was pretty rough. Okay. So what does that mean for us? Because we're going to... There's... Avoid... Okay, so I gotta see what happens when we actually run out of cards. Okay. I find ending the day here. Okay, so if a ranger needs to draw a card or suffer fatigue but cannot, ends immediately. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that ends our day because we just got just the flood and everything. Just it was too much for us. Okay, so let's see what this means for us. So confront. Oh, I think yeah, so I need to read the section on quiet again. To see what it means. So it was at 142. If you don't complete the confrontation today, you'll have to track her down again. Okay. So that means all the prey went away, so it comes back. So we have lure back again, and we failed this. Okay. So needless to say, that didn't go so great for us. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That means we have a lot more work to do on day 5. We have to deal with the flooding here. Well, it does say clearing them. And then we clear all 3. So it may only actually be the one location. I guess I was thinking that you had to do 3 locations to do it. I was probably wrong about that. Okay, Golden Shore is not a bad place to be compared to others. Might have been better been at White Sky. I was interpreting this as meaning that we had to go to each place. But I think you can do it all as long as you keep clearing. I think it's a little much to have to try and do all 3 of those in those number of days. But we have to do it the next time to basically deal with the flood damage at Golden Shore. Because otherwise, yeah. So we're going to have our work cut out for us, unfortunately. Been at the Golden Shore a lot, but this is where we're at. Okay. Well, I think that's interesting. So it's the first time we've fatigued out in a game like that. Luckily, we are not permanently injured. We only had 2, not 3 on here. So a permanent injury would put an injury into our deck, and then that would help. That wouldn't help us much. But yeah, that was a bit rough. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. And then on next time, we'll be on day 5, continuing to deal with this flood. But unfortunately, Quiet is we have to lure Quiet back out again. We got beaten up by her, or him, or it. And I think all this stuff can just sort of stay in that deck. I never came across any that were just generic Valley ones. So we don't have to do a lot of sorting for day 5, which is good. I like that. Okay, well, thanks very much for joining, and until next time, happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching Longship Gaming. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It will really help the channel to grow and improve. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when more Longship Gaming content goes live. Until next time, happy gaming.